Hello and welcome back to my channel. You're not very central. Let's try and sort that out. That's better. So as you can tell by the title, I'm pregnant. I've been pregnant for a while. I'm Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 15 weeks and 3 days pregnant according to my dating scan. And I have been feeling absolutely rough as rusty nails. I've been so sick, smell aversions, everything, bleh. I just feel absolutely disgusting, and I've spent the majority of the first 14 weeks sitting in bed, feeling really sorry for myself, avoiding the kitchen, avoiding the rest of the house basically, avoiding my family because they smell, and I just haven't been able to have anybody near me. Certain foods have just been absolute no-go, craving weird things that aren't even vegan, which has just been weird, and I've gone and had them because it is what it is. And yeah, I'm feeling a lot better now. I've stabilised a bit, but there are like 2 places in my house that absolutely stink and I can't stand it. There's one cupboard in the kitchen which is just vile to me, and the fridge is still a bit blah. But like, I've got to the point where like I have to sort of like try and push through it because I need to start like cooking healthy foods again. I can't keep living off like sandwiches and biscuits and chocolate and crisps and like ready stuff like that. It's just not healthy for me. It's not healthy for the baby on board. And yeah, so yes, here's my little scan photo. Let's just move everything up so you can't see too many details, but generic scan photo at about, that was a little bit sooner, it was about 11 and something weeks that was, it turned out to be, and I'm due in early October, the 12th of October to be exact. But let's face it, not many children actually come on their due date. I know that Holly was about 5 weeks early, so you know, if we're going down that road again, the baby will be born in September. So yes, I'm going to put some makeup on my face while I speak to you, and it's going to be a fun time. So it's Holly's birthday today. She's 7. In case you don't know who Holly is, if you're new here on my channel, then welcome to my channel. Thank you for dropping by, and if you are an old subscriber, then welcome back, and thank you for your continued support. But it's Holly's birthday today, and she's just given me the sort of like lease of life. I had a whirlwind morning. It's probably all the sugar that we've eaten, to be honest, because for her birthday she wanted a special breakfast, which is fine because it's her birthday and she's got to go to school. She asked for Lucky Charms. I've never had Lucky Charms before in my life because my parents never used to let me have them, which I can understand why, because they're literally just full of sugar. And yeah, we had those for breakfast, and then I've come home, had a cup of tea, and then I've had some custard cream biscuits, again, which are not vegan, but I don't really care at this point. I'm eating whatever I fancy, whether that's right or wrong. I couldn't really give a toss because I'm quite certain that this pregnancy is going to be my last one because of the way it's made me feel. Like I've literally been in bed for about 3 months solid, so I'm not cool with that. I'm looking for my moisturiser, but I don't know where it is because I wanted to mix it with my foundation, but I literally can't be bothered to stand up to find it, so it's just kind of tough really. Oh, so I ended up having to get up anyway because DPD just delivered my vegan Krispy Kremes for Holly's birthday. So while I was standing up, I'm out of breath, I picked up my moisturiser. So where are the foundations that I've been trying to use up? Oh, somebody beeped. I think that's the DPD driver. I think he's a bit in a rush, as delivery drivers always are. Goodness me. Which one? this one. This one seems like it needs using up a bit more. Let's do this. Right, so I'm trying to use up my 2 George from Asda foundations. This is like this is the one I prefer, but this one's hardly got anything left in it. And it's quite thick and full coverage, which I'm just not about that life anymore. And my skin's been really dry because obviously I haven't been looking after it. I tried to look after it by subscribing to Skin and Me, but I haven't even finished my first tube. My second tube arrived and I haven't even opened it, so I need to cancel my subscription because there's just no point in wasting £20 a month on a subscription service that I'm not using. I mean, I had good intentions, but I've just been literally falling asleep on the sofa, and then just waking up and not being, I just can't get the energy to do skincare, so it's not happening. So my moisturiser is probably a bit too thick to be mixing with foundation, but it's the Body Shop CBD Replenishing Moisture Cream, and it's really thick, it's really moisturising, it's bloody lovely, and I mean, it smells like plants, but it's not an offensive smell, it's like a nice smell. There are some smells I have been enjoying during like the early stages of pregnancy, and then I'm just squeezing a bit of foundation in that, and then I'll just mix it around on my hand. I haven't enjoyed the smell of flowers, so for my birthday I had loads of flowers for my birthday. Within a couple of days I had to get rid of them all because I couldn't even come down the stairs for the smell of flowers. They were just making me feel physically sick, so that was a shame because flowers are beautiful. I do, although like getting flowers isn't the most environmentally friendly thing in the world, and it's kind of like they just die anyway, so what's the point? I do enjoy getting them, but not this time, unfortunately. It's just a bit bad luck, really. But my first pregnancy was nothing like this. My first pregnancy I was a bit burpy and a bit heartburny, but you know, apart from that, I was like, you know, working 60 hours a week, standing up for like 12-hour shifts every day, waking up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to go to my early shift where I opened the store, finishing at like 7 or 8 o'clock at night, closing the store, moving all the furniture around in the store. But then I was 26 years old when I was pregnant with Holly. 25 or 26, yeah, I was 25 when I got pregnant with her. Oh, I think. And 26 when I had her. And I think, you know, 7 years is a big difference in between having your next child, and, you know, it is what it is. And there's 6 years between me and my brother, and we have the same parents. You know, it is what it is. Like, it either happens or it doesn't. And for me, I haven't been in a position to have another baby because I didn't want to like do a similar sort of thing as the last time and get pregnant with somebody really quickly who I didn't really know. Not that I regret it, because Holly is like literally the best thing that's ever happened to me in my whole entire life, and that will never change. She was the person that made me a mother. So looking at that, I've definitely got dry skin, like it's all sticking to like patches around here, which, you know, hopefully you won't be able to see because I film on a phone and it's not high definition, ha 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 ha. But yeah, that's how I've been doing my foundation. It's how I've done my foundation once recently, and that will be the second time because I had my eyebrows done for the first time in, I really don't know how long. I want to say like 6 months. So those are those. That's what I've used today. What eyeshadows have I been using? So the last time I did my makeup was a couple of days ago because obviously my eyebrows were really strong and it looks a bit silly without makeup on. So I put makeup on to try and look a bit more normal. So I've been reaching for, I like the idea of like really minimal makeup recently, which I find, you know, you can still see lots of like pigmentation and old spot scars and stuff, and the purpleness underneath my eyes, but it's like blurred it a little bit. It's blurred it enough to sort of like balance everything out without like being completely full coverage. So I've been going for like a dual eyeshadow look, so like 2 shades, and I've been using like really like these Benefit ones here, which are not pigmented really that much at all, and they've been in my collection for far too long, probably worthy of being thrown away by this point. But yeah, I've been using this shade here in my crease and then that shade all over the lid, and that's it. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So I've got like a, I don't know, an in the crease brush. It's not even like a proper brand. It's like makeup brushes that my daughter got for one of her birthdays. Just like cheapy ones that you would buy from somewhere, which is fine because it does the job. They don't need to be really expensive. And back in the day when we thought that we needed like 40 to, you know, 100 quid's worth of like eyeshadow brushes and makeup brushes to figure out actually they do exactly the same as the other ones that I had. It's just, it doesn't change the way, doesn't change your skill set of how you put makeup on. So, and then I'm using like my Sweet Peach palette as a mirror, because I haven't got like an on its own mirror, which is maybe something that I kind of would like to get, like a paddle brush, but it's a mirror. So it's got like a handle, because I've got old lady eyes. So yeah, just bang that in the crease, and then, you know, can wipe away any of the excess, and then get my old faithful base shadow brush from Real Techniques and swirl it around in this one, and then pop that all over the lid and sort of like blends it in to where you've just put down the crease shade. And, you know, Bob's your uncle and Fanny's your aunt. So nothing special, nothing amazing's going on with my makeup at the moment, but just the fact that I'm getting makeup on my face is great. I need to do an empties video, but I've depotted the eyeshadow from, there's like an eyeshadow trio, or is it an eyeshadow duo? There's like, no, it's a trio. So there was the actual eyebrow trio. So this was like the eyebrow powder. There was a white powder that you would use to sort of like go on the outside of your eyebrow. Apparently, I didn't use it. And then there was a wax. So I depotted this and then threw the others away because they were doing my head in, just sitting in my collection, when I could just put that in here. How is that? I just got a new comment. I started, before I filmed this video, I got a live. I started a live and it didn't go, but I've deleted it, so I don't know how it's got a new comment at all. But there's this, so I might just lightly fill my eyebrows in with a tiny amount of like product that I've got left in this pan. I want to try and use it up because there's nothing wrong with it. I put it in my empties ages and ages ago, and then I keep pulling out my empties, and I was like, well, let's just use this up. So like, let's just fill in these baldy bits here. So that's, oh, that's quite strong. Oh no, it's broken away. There's no way I'm going to be able to use that and put that back in, so that's just going to make a mess. So a little bit of the shadow has just fallen down, so I'm going to have to get rid of that. So I can't put that back in the palette because it will make a mess. But yes, I haven't done my makeup in forever. I've been going to, well, I have had, you have like a booking on session with your midwife at about 8 weeks pregnant, and they want to know like your life story. Do my eyebrows always look lopsided? It's weird. Anyway, that's how it's staying. Oh no, I just made a mess. Yeah, didn't put any makeup on because I was really ill, and like if you're being sick, the last thing you want to do is be putting makeup on to then spew it off. I wouldn't have been able to sit on the floor like this and film a video like this. Absolutely not a chance that I would be able to do something like that. Oh yes, my mascara is the Body Shop Lash Sport Waterproof Mascara. This is the second time I've used it. The first time I wasn't overly enamoured. But like I put this, I was ordering the CBD moisturiser, and by adding this into my basket, it not only gave me free delivery, this then became free, and then I had £5 off the moisturiser. So by adding £11 more to my basket, I had a £25 moisturiser for £20 and free delivery, and then the mascara was free, which I don't understand, but I'm not complaining. So the fact that this mascara was free is pretty cool. So I don't really care if it's that crap, to be perfectly honest. And to be honest, I'm not wearing it often enough to really give a damn. But I bought waterproof ones because I was finding that when I was wearing my mask, a lot more in the winter, the steam from my mouth, the condensation from my mouth, my breath, was rising out the top of my mask and making my eyelashes wet in the cold. And then obviously my mascara was like starting to run because it wasn't waterproof. And the one time that I've had to take it off, it came off really easily anyway. So, you know, this is actually working a lot better the second time that I've used it, because maybe the first time there wasn't that much product on the brush. I don't know. I mean, it's not doing a lot to my eyelashes. They're still poker straight. It's just making them black, but any makeup on my face at the moment is a bit of a bonus. And any makeup that then is on my face and doesn't like smudge off within the first mask wear is even a bit bigger bonus. So smells weird there. Right, so that's my mascara done. I'll let it dry and like touch up my mistakes on my eyelids. Last time I did my makeup, I wore this blush from Benefit, not cruelty free, not vegan. Needs using though, doesn't it? So I don't really care. It's, what's it called? The Sugar Bomb. I don't even think that they make it anymore. But it's kind of like a mixture. I think it's like Hoola, Coral Easter, Dandelion, and what else? Maybe Rocket Shore, all mixed into one. So just swirl my brush. Kicks up quite a lot, but then I do tend to dig around in my blushes quite a lot. I really need to use up that blinking Barry M Quad, which is filthy dirty at the moment. Still need to use that shade up and then get started on that. It's been hanging around for way too long. These still smell fine though. Right, so then get the blush and kind of blend it all in so it's not as intense as I usually do my blush, but it's still got like a lovely pop of colour because I can't bear just a tiny bit of colour on my face. It's not what I'm about. So I have been buying a few baby bits here and there while I've been gathering my energy, because I don't want to leave it all to the last minute, because I want to spread the cost for one, and yeah, I just want to spread the cost basically, because having a baby's flipping expensive. But luckily I've got a friend who has had a boy a year ago, more than a year ago now, about a year and a half ago, and she said I could borrow or have her pram. I've got another friend who's got loads of reusable nappies from birth size upwards. She said I can have, because she's done having children now. She's got 3, so she's done. Then I've got another, I've got my sister-in-law has had a girl, and she said that we could have, what did she say that we could have? Was it her pram or something? I can't remember what she said that we could have. But basically, I can borrow or have clothes if it's a boy from one friend, and borrow or have clothes from my sister-in-law if it's a girl. So we're all good, we're covered. But I have, I've decided that if it is a boy, well, I'd like to go Peter Rabbit themed in a nursery if we ever get round to buying a new house, because Peter Rabbit can be fairly unisex, apart from, like, you know, I wouldn't say that's unisex because, you know, it's Peter Rabbit, but a girl could easily wear that. I don't see why not, particularly if they're a tiny little baby. So I picked these up the other day on Facebook Marketplace. So there's that one. Then we've got like a more beigey coloured one with just Peter Rabbit on it. And then we've got this one. They're all 0 to 3 months. That's Peter Rabbit with his little sisters. And they were £3 for the 3 of them, so £1 each. And they've been beautifully washed in some sort of amazing smelling thing. And they smell gorgeous. So that's that. Right, my mascara should be dry, so I should be able to touch up on wherever I've put the blinking things. Where are they? Aha. So I picked those up for £3, which I thought was a bargain, and then I'll show you the other stuff now. And then Emma's Diary is like an app that you can download. It was called Bounty, I'm sure it was, or something like that. Or it could just be something completely different when Holly was born. And basically you download a voucher and you can get these things given to you for free. So you can either pick them up from like Argos or Boots. And there's 3 different packs. There's like a mum-to-be, expecting mother, and then like a family one or something like that. I don't flipping know. But usually they're just full of freebies. So in this one, I got a Sudocrem Care and Protect Prevent Nappy Rash one. And then it's, so that's different from your original Sudocrem. I think it's like to prevent nappy rash. And then you've got the traditional Sudocrem, which is to soothe or treat nappy rash. So then you get 2 little vouchers for money off Sudocrem, which is something that we keep in the house anyway. It's like a staple. A pack of wet wipes in this one from Aldi's, which are the wet wipes that I used for Holly. I am trying to avoid wet wipe usage this time round as much. Obviously, these are in my life now, so I'm going to use them. But wet wipes stick around for about 500 years once they've been buried into the ground. So if I do get wet wipes, I'm going to try and get biodegradable ones and non-plastic ones, and then I'm also going to have a mixture of those, if I can, with reusable wipes and just water as well. So obviously when baby is like brand new born and tiny, I'll probably stick to just wet wipes and disposable nappies, particularly in hospital, because I don't want, like, last time I was in hospital for 2 weeks and I don't think I would have liked the idea of having nappies, reusable nappies, building up for 2 weeks while I was in hospital, because no. Then in here we've got something for ladies. So this is by the brand called Always, and it's like a little pad that you put in your knickers because, you know, sometimes you pee yourself a little bit, sometimes you get a bit of discharge and all of those lovely things that women have to go through when they're pregnant and even when they're not pregnant. So in here we have got some Floradex Floravital liquid iron and vitamin formula. So in here we've got iron, vitamin B2, B6, B12 and C contribute to the reduction of tiredness and fatigue. So basically vitamin in liquid form. Don't really shake bottle well. For adults or children over 12 years, 10 mils twice daily. 30 minutes before morning and evening meals, so I would never remember to take that, but this is definitely something that I probably will look to take after I have baby, because at the moment I am trying to remember to take Pregnicare. So I had these in my first pregnancy and I didn't really want to have them again because they're somewhat disgusting. I always used to forget to take them, and then I'd remember to take them and then take them on an empty stomach, and they made me feel vile. Blech. Then I was, from about 4 weeks onwards, 4.5 weeks pregnant, I was ill, and I was like the thought of even taking anything, I didn't. So I didn't take any pregnancy vitamins between 4 weeks pregnant and yesterday. So for about 3 months I haven't taken any pregnancy vitamins whatsoever, because either A, I haven't been able to because I don't like the thought of it, B, if I did they would be thrown up anyway, and C, just no, I haven't been well enough to take them. So in here you get like a little 7-day trial. They're like horse tranquilizers. Look how big they are, they're huge. But I've just been prescribed aspirin by the hospital that I need to take every day now until the end of my pregnancy, because there is a history of deep vein thrombosis in my family, which is not ideal, but it is what it is, which is something new from my last pregnancy. So I absolutely have to take those. So beside my aspirin, at dinner time, I've got my Pregnicare. So hopefully now I will remember to start taking pregnancy vitamins. Although I've missed the vital time to take them, the most vital time to take pregnancy vitamins is in your first trimester. And I couldn't do that, so I'm sorry. Then you get a tiny pointless sample of stretch mark emulsion. I'd be surprised if that stretches over or spreads around the whole of my belly at the moment. So at the end of this video I'll show you my bump, because there is one. So that's that. And yeah, and then you get like a few leaflets about this, that and the other thing, which are cool. So I look forward to getting the rest of those, which is good. I need to put lipstick on my mouth, on my lips. What am I going to put on? I think we'll go for something nice and bright today. So this is the NYX Powder Puff Lippy. It's in like a squeezy tube. It's probably covered in bacteria on the sponge, but I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I love it. I love it. So you can put it on quite lightly, like that, or you can squeeze out more and like layer it up. Is it even coming out, or is the tube blocked? I think the tube's blocked, you know. Might have to go and wash this. Ah yeah, look, this thing's starting to come up. Oh wow. Oh no, it's coming. There we go. That's better. Squeeze, there we go. Ah, there you go. Ah, such a lovely colour. Only thing with this is, such a lovely colour. Doesn't really ever dry down matte, so it just slides straight off. It's not like as wet as a gloss, but it just sort of slides straight off your mouth if you like touch it or anything like that. So yes, what else have I been picking up for the baby? On Facebook Marketplace again, somebody was giving away these for free. So these are breast pads for when you're breastfeeding, milk leaks out of your boobies, and that's just, you know, it is what it is. But these are the disposable ones, which I wouldn't buy because I want to buy the reusable ones, but these were free, so they'll be good for my hospital bag. There's not actually 36 left in here, I don't think, but you know, the box is, you know, pretty full. There's not actually that many gone, so they were free, so they were brilliant. So I picked those up. And then when I went into Boots, if you have a Boots card, if you don't and you're pregnant or you have a baby, I highly recommend that you just go and get one just for the offers. You can go into store and you can make something like a small purchase on something baby related, like cotton pads. You can use them for makeup removal. Not that I haven't done that for ages because I've got reusable cotton pads, but I have had a baby. I know what it's like to. The thought of like having reusable stuff sometimes is just an absolute no. If I'm going somewhere for the weekend, I'm not taking reusable stuff with me because you've got to carry that crap around, and I wouldn't want to put pooey, wee, sick stuff in a bag and have it festering at my friend's house if I'm visiting or out for the day or whatever. Not for a long time. And I don't like want to put that in my friend's washing machine because, you know, I mean, not that my friends or my family would mind, but I just don't want to. So, you know, that's up to me. So I've got disposable versions of stuff because they were cheap or free. So you get this Aveeno Baby Daily Care Hair and Body Wash for sensitive skin, natural oat extract, limited edition in partnership with the Parenting Club. So the Parenting Club is the thing on your Boots club card. For every £1 you spend, you get 10 points instead of 4 points, which I think is amazing. This is 500 mils and you get it for free. And it comes in a little pumpy dispenser and it's just, well, I haven't smelled it yet. It smells lovely actually, but it's not like a strong scent. I don't want anything strongly scented on my baby. So that's that. That was free. This bottle was free. I'm not planning on bottle feeding. I breastfed Holly for 12 months, which was awesome. Took a while to get things going because she came early and she didn't have like suck reflex or didn't really know how to latch because she was like just so tiny and frail and didn't really know what to do. She sort of was like didn't, you know, there was just nothing going on, so we had to sort of like beaker feed her to begin with. But I've got a bottle. and it's so cute and it's tiny, and it's by the brand called MAM, M-A-M, which wasn't really a, to my knowledge, wasn't really a brand around when Holly was born. No, I can't remember, because I wasn't really interested in looking at bottles, because I knew that I wasn't going to be bottle feeding. The only bottles I did have were the Tommy Tippy ones, which were ones that came free with like the sterilizer that I bought or something like that. So I wanted to buy the sterilizer to sterilize my breast pump, just so we're clear on that. But I thought there might be a time when my partner wants to have a go at feeding, or I've got to pop out to the doctors and I don't want to take the baby, can't take the baby. So, you know, there's that. It was free, and if I don't like it, I can pass it on to somebody who will get good use out of it. And also, more breast pads, because these were free. They're the disposable breast pads. I'm not going to open them, they're all inside here, all individually wrapped, which, you know, but they're made of plant-based materials, which I guess is kind of cool. So they could be more environmentally friendly than the NYX. I don't really know. It's been a long time since I've had to use breast pads. So these were completely free as well. How many have we got in here? We have got 40 pads. So I've got loads of breast pads, disposable ones, to get me started. And then once those are used up, I will look to go get the reusable ones, because I had reusable ones anyway with Holly, and I didn't keep them because why would I keep them for 7 years? I didn't know if I was ever going to have a baby again. So, you know, biodegradable wet wipes, these weren't free. Those were all the things that were free. The bottle, the soap, and the breast pads. These were buy one get one free, or something like that. 64 fragrance free biodegradable baby wipes. So I've had a look, biodegradable, and it says 98% water, plastic free, free from alcohol, and dermatologically tested. So cool. I got 2 packets of those. One's in the bathroom already because I've needed to use it already. And then cotton wool, because these were on like offer. I don't know. They were on offer. It's been such a long time since I've bought cotton wool, it's weird. So I've got cotton wool pads, 100 of them. Probably just use those for nail varnish or makeup removing, to be perfectly honest. And then I've got large cotton wool pads because, you know, cleaning around the baby's face with like water, so you don't have to like fully bath them, or in the creases of their neck if they get milk or sick down here, but you don't want to strip them off and put them in the bath. You can just wash your baby without putting them in an actual bath or something like that. So those are the things that I've picked up so far for baby. I need to get some things for me, like maternity pads, nipple cream, stretch mark cream is what I desperately need. I've got a tiny little sample tube that I got from the midwife. I've got that tiny little sample sachet, and I haven't been moisturising at all because I can't be bothered. I've been too sick. Having a shower has been a massive ordeal. Like, I get out of breath. Going downstairs to go to the shower is like beyond the realms of my imagination of what I could like possibly want to do while I was ill. It was just horrible. I can't even bend down and shave my legs anymore. Like, I have to like sit on the floor, and I'm gonna have to get to a point where I'm gonna ask my partner to do it because I've already got such a big bump already. But yeah, so before my pregnancy, it was lockdown number 3 or something, and I put on 4 stone. Well, I put on not 4 stone in that lockdown, but I've gradually put weight on since the global pandemic began, and that totaled to 4 stone. For the first 4 weeks of my pregnancy, you don't even know that you're pregnant until you miss your period. I was fine. And then the next 4 weeks was where I was at my absolute worst, and I lost a stone just by not being able to eat / throw up all the time. I would imagine I've definitely put that back on and some more, because obviously baby's only the size of a peach at the moment, which is probably kind of like that size, but like a ball. But it's just all the other water and placenta and everything else that goes with pregnancy. It's not just that, oh, baby's the size of a peach, so therefore your belly should only be sticking out the size of a peach. It doesn't work like that. You've got everything else that goes around it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to update you, to be honest. It's kind of exciting, nerve-wracking. I have a pregnancy pillow. I'm looking at it right now, but it's on the floor and I can't be asked to pick it up. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video and managed to sit through my random ramblings of a pregnant woman. Let's just show you my little scan picture again. So cute. Oh, little baby. So I've got my anomaly scan later in May, followed by another scan the next day, because they want to check. I'm having cervical scans because Holly came early last time. Holly came early because they think, because I've had biopsies taken from my cervix 3 separate occasions, it's made my cervix behave in a different way. So basically my cervix opens spontaneously, which your cervix should open to let the baby out. But it opened spontaneously 5 weeks early, and I gave birth without any contractions whatsoever. I've done a lot of research on the matter, and I kind of always wondered why the machine never picked up any contractions, because like when you go into hospital and you're in labour, you've got like a little monitor here to monitor the baby's heart rate, and then another little monitor thing here stuck on your belly to monitor your contractions. And for the whole entire time I was in hospital until I gave birth, I didn't have any contractions. So it was like she just fell out, really, which is really just bizarre, insane. But I didn't put that together. Like, nobody told me it was because of that. Like, one midwife really early on said, oh, you're 2 centimetres dilated already. This is when I first went into hospital, because your cervix doesn't behave like a normal cervix. And I was like, oh, okay. Didn't really understand what that meant at the age of 26, and didn't really understand what it meant up until a few weeks ago, to be perfectly honest, when I told my midwife about it. And then she was like, oh, well, you might have to have like a cervical stitch or something like that, you know, to hold the baby in place for a little bit longer. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? And then I read more about it, and yeah, I've now put 2 and 2 together and realised that's exactly what happened with Holly. Like, that's why I didn't have any contractions, because my cervix just opened because it couldn't take the weight of the baby anymore. It didn't want to do life. So yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. I've really enjoyed filming this video, and I'm sorry there's been such massive gaps in between filming, but I've been sick, so sick. I've got, what have I got? The Vegan Kind subscription box. I've filmed a video with Holly when I was sick, and it's awful. I just deleted it. It was so bad. And I haven't even been able to open my Vegan Life subscription boxes. I've been getting my partner and Holly to open them and eat what they want and put the rest in the cupboard until I feel better, because the thought of opening a box full of food at the moment is just absolutely not. But hopefully the one that comes in May, hopefully I will feel well enough to be able to sit down and film a video on that. So fingers crossed for that. I have also ordered lots of maternity wear, because in my last pregnancy I didn't have any maternity wear whatsoever, and I felt like an absolute frump and a massive heifer lump, and I didn't feel good about myself. And I said to my partner, so far in this pregnancy I've felt awful. I said, if I'm feeling better now, I don't want to spend the rest of my pregnancy, possibly my last pregnancy ever, feeling disgusting in make do clothes that aren't actually designed for pregnancy, and I look awful. I said, if I have to buy new clothes, because I've looked for secondhand ones, but I said, and there's nothing really that is, nah. Said if I have to buy new clothes to make me feel a little bit good about myself, then I think that's just gonna have to be the way it is, because I don't want to do another 20 plus weeks feeling crap. I just don't. I'm not doing it. So I've got a little maternity wear haul and try on coming up, and you can help me decide which dresses that we would like to keep, because that'll be lovely. I've got makeup empties. I'm still going to try and incorporate some of like my old school videos that I always do here on my channel, now that I'm fit and well again. If you're interested. But if you are new here, it's not all going to be baby related, don't worry. And if you are a long time standing subscriber, or you are a new subscriber here, then thank you all for watching. There will be more baby content, obviously, because it's what's currently going on in my life. And but it's not all going to be baby content. If you have any questions about anything that I've mentioned, if you would like a birth story about my first child, I'm more than welcome to do that for you, for what things I can remember from 7 years ago. Oh my gosh, I can't believe she's 7 today. It's absolutely insane. But yeah, any questions about what, how I plan my, the rest of my pregnancy needs to be, will I have a birth plan, all of these things. I'm probably not going to be allowed a birth plan because, I'm classed as a high risk pregnancy, which is what it is. I knew that I would have a high risk pregnancy again if I was to ever get pregnant again, and lo and behold, that is that. So, thank you for watching, guys. Subscribe if you feel like watching more videos from me in the future. And obviously I've got like a good couple of years of back catalogue behind me as well. So, how exciting! We'll see you all soon. Bye!